Good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Well, listen, I thought about you guys as I was cooking. So I decided to get on again. And in today's video, we will be cooking lasagna. So let me tell y'all about this lasagna. Okay, so first of all, I got ragu sauce. That's right, ragu sauce instead of the regular, just your making it up from scratch. I ain't got time for that. I'm too busy. So also in there is, instead of ground beef, I have veal, and veal is like a baby cow, so it's still beef, but it's much tender. And then not only is it much tender, but it's also much better in the digestive system. It doesn't sit as long as the full-grown cow, shall we say. So that sits up in the intestines like forever almost, you ask me. But the baby cow, the veal, a lot more tender, so it will, help you digest a little bit more. So of course, so I'm just gonna show you. I've already prepared most of everything, so now all I have to do is put it together. So as I go, I'm gonna tell you and explain everything that I put in there. So you guys know me. Let's get started. So you know the drill. So the drill is we're gonna put it up here, and we're gonna get started on this, right? So let's get started. So we're gonna put it up here, and it looks like that's a pretty good spot. Okay, so in here, this is the ragu sauce, and instead of, because I don't have time to be cooking all the vegetables because it's kind of late, and yeah, we hungry, and I started late. So y'all already know I probably put garlic in almost everything that I have shown you all in my videos. So we put garlic in there, which is a powdered garlic. And then we put some Italian seasoning. So we put that in there, yep. And then we put some onion powder. So make sure it's onion powder and garlic powder, because the salt will give it a very salty taste. So those are the three seasonings that I put in there, along with the ragu sauce. So, so now I'm going to move this out the way, and I'm gonna bring everything over. So I've already pre-cooked my veal, which is, it's still ground beef, but it's the baby cow, like I said. So I'm gonna set that over here, and I'm gonna grab I don't have to grab that spoon. So I'm gonna put that there, and then, let's see. I have, oh, and don't forget your noodles. You gotta have your noodles. So I told you the seasonings I've done, and don't forget your cheese. Cheese of your choice. So this, by the way, is not vegan in any way, but however, if you do want to do a vegan lasagna, y'all, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Let's stop right now, and I'm gonna ask you to tag, share, hit that like button if you like this video. So let's get started on this video. Okay, so this is what we're gonna start with. I'm gonna put this over, and don't forget your Pyrex pan or a pan of your choice. So you start off with the sauce, right? So I'm gonna fill the bottom of it full of sauce first. So that's going to be your base foundation. And I did put a little bit of sugar in the sauce because it was just a little too tomato-ish, shall we say. And I just a pinch or two, would do good. Okay, so now we covered the pan with the sauce, and the next thing to do is actually the noodles. So I'm gonna bring the noodles over. And actually, we're gonna put, so my stove top is still kind of warm, so I'm not gonna be able to put those. So I'm just gonna bring them over and lay them down gently in there. So it's probably gonna be 3 or 4 going across. Parsley paper. So after I cook my noodles, I laid them on parsley paper, because if you all know anything about noodles after cooking them, if you don't lay it out and spread it out, it will stick together like glue for some reason. But so I put it on some parsley paper just so it won't stick and it'll be nice and neat like I want it. And how many, I'm glad you asked, how many did I put in there? So I actually cooked 6 of these. So after you do this, now you're gonna put your meat of your choice right on top, and you just want to cover it, cover the bottom, cover those noodles up. And you don't have to put all this meat in here if you don't want to. And like I said, there is a video I like to do for the vegan, because I do, from time to time I will eat the vegan food. So I do cook vegan as well. So we'll put a little bit more over here just to spread out over here. And then, y'all know what's next? Cheese. Hold on a minute. So in this video today, we're going to use some Myers triple cheddar cheese. So this is the sharp and mild cheddar cheese, and it is finely shredded, and triple meaning it has all the 3 cheeses that a person would like. And I'm not so keen on cheese too much, but my family really loves cheese, so I'm just gonna kind of limit this with this, because cheese is not all that good for you. It's just not. But it just tastes good, and it just goes with it very well. So basically, this whole bag I'm gonna put over here. I just want to make sure I spread it out. And this is about 2 cups. So 2 cups of cheese for that first layer, and then also 2 cups of cheese for the second layer, because this is actually going to be a double layer. So if you want to stop right here and you may be cooking for 2 or whatever, this may be enough right here. But I only have 3 people in my house right now, so but I do share my dishes, so with my mom and other family members or whatever. So I tend to cook a lot, like for bigger crowds of people, as if it's more than 3 people. But okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are actually gonna start with this sauce again. So it's very, very, guys, lasagna is very, very simple to make. If your sauce is not right, the whole dish is messed up. I'm just telling y'all right now. So the importance of this lasagna dish, and even spaghetti, if the sauce is not right, the whole dish is messed up. I'm gonna say that again. if your sauce is not right, the whole dish is messed up. So you want to make sure you cook your sauce in a separate pan and get it right. And if you don't know, I would say start off with the ragu because that's really simple. So start off with some ragu and season it to your taste. The garlic, the onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and then don't forget your Italian seasoning. The Italian seasoning is what makes that have a Italian flavor. So, and then, you know, if you're fine with no sugar, that's fine, you know, because that's your business. But I put about 2 pinches of salt in mine. So as you see, this is already filled. And so now I still have some sauce left over, which is great. Somebody can have, you know, they can dip some bread or whatever, but we're not gonna put any more sauce in there. So the next thing is what? Is it it's the noodles. So we're gonna put the noodles on top of here. So this is a double layer lasagna. And another note for this dish also, what you want to do to cut your time down is make sure you thoroughly cook your sauce, thoroughly cook your meat, thoroughly cook your noodles. And then that way, when you put it in the oven, the only thing you have to wait for is the cheese to melt. Once the cheese melt, your dish is done. So you want to keep an eye on it at all times. And I hope we stay long enough to check this dish out and taste it. So, all right, so the next thing is we're gonna fill the rest of this. And this, by the way, this was actually 2 packages of the veal meat. So we're gonna get all that off in there. And you know, we don't necessarily have to, you know, have a whole lot of meat if you don't want to, because that's your business. So I'm just gonna spread this out because we have quite a bit on the first layer. So this is gonna be pretty meaty. Far as I'm concerned, it's gonna be pretty meaty. So get that up. Well, all right, we're just gonna let that be. So trying to spread it out a little bit more. And then the last thing for the second layer would be another bag of cheese. Which is another 2 cups. This 1 bag equals 2 cups of cheese. So I may wind up not putting all this bag in here because I already put 2 cups in on the first layer. And I just want enough to kind of tease it a little bit. And guys, if you mess up, don't give up. Try it again. You know, but like I said, work on the seasoning of that of the sauce. That is very, very, very important, because if that sauce, like I said, is not right, your whole dish is messed up, like for real. This, I would say, give it about 15-20 minutes in the oven, because really it's already cooked. It really has already been cooked. Everything's been cooked, and the only thing we want to do is let the cheese melt. And after that cheese melt, you take it out of the oven, give it, like I said, 15-20 minutes in the oven, and then as just keep watching that cheese. Once the cheese melt, take it out. Sit it over to the side, let it cool off for about 5 minutes, and then you can start slicing as many slices as you want. But with my family, I already know them. They don't wait for anything to cool off. Now, and I'm keeping it real. So, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So as you see, I still had probably about a half a cup left, and I think this is enough cheese. This is more than enough. So, this is done, and it is set and ready to go. And another thing, so if you are a person that like to prepare meals ahead of time for the week, this is a perfect time to do something like this, and then make sure that, you know, the sauce cools down and the meat is cooled down, and you can put the top over it, cover it up, and you can put it in the freezer or the refrigerator, depending on when you think you're going to cook it, and it'll already be set and ready, and all you have to do is put it in the oven. How about that? Isn't that a great idea? So these are tips from Kathy's Kitchen. Your health, your body, your mental clarity, and all of that other good stuff. So I'm not as much of a bread eater like that, but if you like to get you the traditional way of eating this is with some cheese bread sticks, some I don't know, some toast with some garlic and butter, and toast it like that, or I don't know, just, you know. And then also don't forget a salad. So I am gonna make a salad while this is cooking. So matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that out now. So along with that lasagna, I'm going to make a sweet kale salad. And this is a kit. So it already has a number of vegetables in there, and it also has like a sauce in there that is real good. So you guys, I got this from Sam's Club, but I'm pretty sure, I hope that all the other grocery stores may have this as well. So if you are interested in this and any of these things, so I actually went to Sam's Club today and I purchased all of these things from out of Sam's Club. So, all right, so now that you see, I made that lasagna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the oven, and then in 15-20 minutes, so by the time I get finished with, you know, making my salad and preparing the table for my family, then we're going to eat. So until next video, you guys have an awesome night on purpose. And if you having a bad day, y'all know what I'm gonna do. Don't you dare go messing up somebody else's night. You hear me? This is coming from the kitchen of Kathy. And you guys have an awesome night on purpose. And God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye now.